little 60 piece. That's only the neck though.
Last night a bitch nigga shot a real nigga, but we don't make no diss records, we just deal with it. Plus I be going through a lot, I never talk about it, and they using niggas songs in court, so I can't talk about it. Rap niggas think I'm dumb, like I don't see the play. I let them think they got the ups, then get them out the way. On FaceTime, my brother telling me he shot my mama, telling me to chill, but I know he seen that nigga face. But that's enough about that part. Talking about respect, well it's a must about that part. Playing with my money, well then it's up about that part. Cause when it's time to play ball, don't give a fuck about that part. They know I'm that nigga when they see me. Her man crush been a hater and her little brother won't beat me. Her friend been on my dick since I was passing out CDs. Her baby daddy a mark and her boyfriend probably a weenie. 3,300 on my book bag. Left some niggas in the past, but I don't look back. Shit kinda different, I ain't the man that I was. I seen death in too many forms and I ain't never really shook that. Don't let him rock you to sleep, true colors better believe him. I know that God got me, but I be riding with my reaper. Praying with my kids and even then I got my heater. And I be stepping so hard, this hoes in $1,000 sneakers. Take your bitch when I meet her and you ain't seen her in about 3 days. Knew I was a threat, I passed that stick like a relay. Spin it back to back, it's like a motherfucking replay. Turn your son into a bitch when I shoot, I think I'm D-Wade. Told him I'm a savage, if I want it, I'ma have it. Playing with my lettuce, cook your head like a cabbage. Tell them that I'm rich and I'm solid, that's the advantage. Bitch, bad kids, fresh little nigga, you can't stand it. Tell them big checks, yardsticks, not a ruler. All I smoke is ops and I don't never smoke a hookah. Looking for a blessing that's worth it, Jesus and Judas. Tell them niggas game 6, my whole team full of shooters. I slide on a nigga like a motherfucking flip-flop. Pressure on your homie and I promise he a flip-flop. Talking that wooty-woo, something. I know the police listen, so I ain't really saying nothing. I know these niggas envy, they can't manage how they feel. Jealousy's for bitches, you niggas pussy for real. A nigga get the drop and he happen to shoot. First we heal up and get back, we ain't going on the shirt, I swear to God, nigga.
That wooty-woo, something. I know the police listening, so I ain't saying nothing. Talking that wooty-woo, something. Nigga cock back and aim and leave you bleeding where you running, swear to God, nigga.
Okay. Does he need a brain scan? Does he need a conservatorship? Does he need jail? Does he need an intervention? I mean, we have our beef or whatever, but at this point, I'm becoming genuinely concerned. I mean, okay, look, I feel like this all frankly started when he came for me.
I think that a lot of these women should be locked up because they're sick in the fucking head. You don't have to be on board for...
I tried to say, ask Steve-O how it all turned out when he tried to use my name for clout or tried to avoid using my name for clout. That's where I feel like it really all started, but...
What's the deal, y'all? BJ Investigates is giving us some news with you, some knowledge you ain't finna get nobody's college. Big shout out to her. Not really sure what she has going on, but make sure you hit her with a like, a comment, and subscribe. Make sure you tap in with her, hit her with a like, comment, subscribe, notification bell. We finna jump into this content. The question is ADAM22 okay? No jumper. She's wondering if ADAM22 has some things going on in this thing. But y'all know me as Rich Trapper tapping in 10 Trap News Network. It's that news you can use. It's that knowledge you ain't finna get nobody's college. Big dog. Hit this with a like, with a comment, with a get subscribe to everything we have going on. And make sure you tap in with that tap in case you ain't tapped in with that good tap in. You feel me? We finna jump into this content, man. BJ Investigates is wondering if ADAM22 is alright. I'm not really sure where she's come from in our universe, but somebody sent me this video, and I'm appreciating if they do. I just hit her with a subscribe. Make sure y'all do the same. We finna jump into this content without further ado. Let's see what she has to talk about. Let's get into it. Let's go.
Really all started.
Big shout out to the bedazzled microphone. I see you, baby girl, bedazzled.
But reasonable minds could disagree. They could say maybe this all started when Adam loaned out his wife to adult film actor / model Jason Love. What was that, last year, 2 years ago?
Hey guys, guess who I'm shooting with today?
Maybe that's when the spiral started. I don't know. Maybe it happened whenever he had that big fallout of all of his cast all turning on him and stuff. I mean, I followed that pretty closely. This Fig, group broke off and all that.
Fig Community World.
People are starting to realize that No Jumper has done a bit of downsizing over the weekend. I'm not talking about the fact that AD and T-Rail and everybody, that they pieced out. I'm talking about more on a staff level. So you would have to have a certain level of familiarity with No Jumper to necessarily know about everybody. And I'm not going to go through one by one or anything like that, but I do just want to make it clear from our perspective that nobody who got laid off is someone who was doing a bad job or...
Did people get laid off or did they quit? I didn't know about that, but all right.
That was, we didn't get rid of anybody because we thought they were disloyal or because we didn't like them or some shit like that.
Why did you do it, Adam?
It was strictly downsizing. Like,
I think it all started. Personally, I think it all started because he came after me, and this is just the inevitable downfall. It just happens, and I have nothing to do with it. It just happens. You put it out there in the universe that you come for God's favorite, and then your entire life unravels.
You put into the universe that you come for God's favorite is hilarious. I like her. I like her.
Honestly, just waiting for Lena the Plug to start making some Cassie allegations. Because, and you'll see why I'm saying it. You'll see why I'm saying it. That's just my opinion. Then, a few months ago, it feels like such a long time ago, but it was only a few months ago. Some of the people, I don't know if they're employees, contractors, workers, friends, acquaintances, accomplices, I don't know, co-conspirators, I don't know. But these two guys, Loose Cannon and Brick Baby Zahir Mitchell, what's the other one's name?
Brick Baby. Hey, yo, she's funny.
Tremaine Williams and Zahir Mitchell. They got arrested on the same day. After going on the No Jumper podcast, one of them stretching and has a whole you-know-what pew-pew in his waistband on the live stream. Now, this is after ADAM22 16 Grand Mason has already said that he doesn't allow pew-pews in his studio unless it's the security guards or something like that. Well, I mean, y'all need to install a medical. They definitely do.
Don't worry about it. Words are hard.
Y'all need to install a metal detector because, I mean, unless it's one of those 3D printed plastic, I don't know. The very next day after this incident, both of those guys were arrested. Federal. Okay, now one of them's got his own case. One of them's named in this huge, sprawling RICO organized crime gang case with the big U. Serious stuff. So maybe that started the downfall. I don't know. But I think it's fair to say at this point, we can probably all agree he's mid-downfall. I mean, it's mid-spiral. We can all agree we're there. You are here. After the indictment situation, innocent until proven guilty, people were saying that No Jumper was a federal podcast. And why is it every time somebody that's been on No Jumper gets indicted for something, the No Jumper interviews are being quoted? And DJ Vlad, Academics, makes a very common appearance as well.
I'd love you to do your Mount Rushmore of
Hey, she's whipping right now. Where the hell did this girl come from? She is cooking. Whipping over the pots. Whipping over the pots.
podcasters.
Even though he's more known as a streamer, Academics is definitely somebody who really broke the door down, even though he was like comparatively super young compared to me and a lot of his peers. And then if you look at DJ Vlad, he pioneered hip hop interviewing because he, you know, had just been doing that for so long before everybody else. So I got to give it to him. I'm going to put myself on it realistically, just because I feel like I kind of broke the door down for like underground interviews, and in addition sort of ushering in this like gonzo madhouse type style of content where we just have like a huge cast of characters that are coming on stream on a consistent basis. And I think that that was a massive influence.
You know, he told me to shut up.
Academic?
Yeah.
They said a YouTuber named,
He told her to shut up.
Heard about this person? They said her name is, what's her name? Surprise Witness?
I thought her name was BJ Investigates. Wait, hold on, what is it? Maybe it is. Okay, I don't know. But shout out to her. I really enjoy her channel. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Y'all thought it was BJ Investigates. I'm gonna hit it with subscribe. Make sure you hit it with subscribe. I just did. I thought it was BJ Investigates. And I just got all my notifications from her. Yeah, I'm not sure why they call it a surprise win. It's BJ Investigates. Okay, I knew I had it right. All right, yeah. Shout out to BJ Investigates. Don't try to make me seem like I'm wrong. I knew I had it right.
They said this person was telling people, or said on their stream, they were like, yo, we need to get the government to investigate ACT for doxing Mia. Shut up. Shut up. We gonna figure out who everybody else is. I'm sorry, I'm nosy. I'm gonna figure out who everybody is. And there's nothing you can do about it, okay? Anyway, shout out to that person. I don't got a problem with him, but that was just interesting. And wait, is everybody just giving me the credit?
I think he went to my page and realized that surprise witness was also BJ Investigates, who he knew who that was. And he was like, oh, shout out to them though. Ha ha ha. Shut up. Don't tell me what to do. I'm going to try to expose the Jane Doe's identities if I want to. I'm out here trying to make sure he don't break a federal. I'm looking at YouTubers getting named in federal indictments, federal lawsuits. I'm like, look, listen, don't name the Jane Doe. DJ Academics needs to not name the Jane Doe. It's a federal court order. Now, technically speaking, that order does not really apply to the public. We are allowed to speculate about who is Jane Doe and to...
It actually does not. She's 100% right. It doesn't have anything to do with the public. We're allowed to speculate all we want, for sure. For sure.
If we think we know, we can't be under a court's order because he doesn't have jurisdiction over everyone like that. But he does have jurisdiction over what gets released in court and stuff like that. So I didn't say he was breaking the law. I said there was a court order on the parties I'm going to respect that on my platform. I'm not going to have the government saying I can't come into the federal buildings ever again in my life. I'm not doing that. He told me shut up. Anyway, so 2 months ago, this video comes out with a devilish thumbnail. My God, I rebuke. Where's my bell? I can tell when it really needs to be rebuked because the bell don't ring right away.
When the bell don't ring right is crazy.
It hits the right one. It's like, that's how you know. The title of the video, I mean, the man has no shame. I think once you allow yourself to be put through that type of situation like he was with his wife, they got married and like weeks later she was doing this collaboration with this model. Shoot, she was doing a photo shoot with him. Oh my God. Okay, so this is 2 months ago. No Jumper is going broke. He's got to be reading off a poster board or a teleprompter. I mean, you can even see the EDMR.
Definitely reading off a poster board.
It could double as EDMR therapy.
I mean, shit, I'm not $2 million in debt and I never had to file for bankruptcy.
He's on the No Jumper channel. No Jumper is completely unsurprisingly going broke because they let Lena Yevremovich come on there and say any and every type of false defamatory statement about me.
Well, that's bizarre. Why you interviewed me, because we're both Illuminati.
That does kind of add up.
Yeah. Just kidding.
You remember I tried to email him. I tried to email Adam back and say, since you let her on, she actually said some things that are false. And some questions that you had, I could answer them. So you should, since you let her come on there and say her side, you should offer me the same opportunity. At the time, I had nowhere near the platform and the size I have today, which is still absolutely nowhere near the platform that he has. He emailed me back and said, I don't take you seriously. And that's why he just got God. That's why the Lord got him.
Let the church say amen. That's what happens when you play with God's favorite, Adams. She's God's favorite.
Because look, was it 2 full years later? It wasn't even 3 years later. No Jumper is going broke. Well, he ought to get Lima back on there. Maybe she would co-host with her No Jumper shirt. But even Lima had the courtesy to show respect to the show by wearing a No Jumper shirt. He has the disrespect to come on No Jumper, the platform that indisputably made him into what he is today. And then he decided to jump off into left field and make his whole platform gangs and He's on the No Jumper Going Broke video on the No Jumper channel, appropriating my culture with this camouflage hoodie. He's not going hunt nothing. And
appropriating my culture with the camouflage hoodie is crazy. He not going to go hunt nothing. I love her accent. That's right, baby.
With the Plug Talk shirt.
Hey, I like this little white girl. She funny as hell, bro. She funny as hell, and I love the accent.
Advertising is his biggest, most valuable asset of all is his wife. Because think about how he could possibly navigate this space without her. By himself? Well, Adam, the stud, doesn't really it doesn't really hit. He looks goofy with clothes on. I don't want to see it. The fantasy isn't there.
No Jumper. Coolest podcast in the world.
Okay, so what next? Well, he could do the old school, oldest profession in the book, profession. He could just have girlfriends and be sleeping with all of them and loaning them out to his friends and managing their OnlyFans.
Threesome with me and another guy.
Boyfriend yimping?
What if we create a reality show based around finding that guy? And we did it, and it actually was super viral, and it really did the trick. I do want to say rest in peace to Jay Hefner, who's the second guy from the left who lost his life about a year ago. Rest in peace. And also free Crip Mac, who's in the photo as well. He's been locked up for about a year and a half now.
Isn't it interesting? He did end up managing OnlyFans workers. Bree, they picked her up at the Target when she's 18 years old in her Target uniform and then immediately did a threesome with her on her 18th birthday or something.
Right. So your last day at work was right before the Patreon?
Yeah.
You never went back. Well, you went back.
Picked her up and did a threesome with her on her 18th birthday is creepy.
Back? No.
Just a troll?
To Target?
Yeah.
No, I didn't even put in a 2 weeks or anything. I worked my last day knowing it was going to be my last day, but didn't say anything to anyone like at my job. And then I flew to LA and I was telling like my close friends and stuff like this. I know, like just I feel it in my heart that my life is going to change. And I was right.
Anyway, so here he is going broke. That's something. He's like, don't worry though, my corn podcast is alive and well. Well, it ain't gonna be if his biggest asset leaves him. What is Plug Talk without that? You know?
Yeah, what is Plug Talk without Lena? For real.
And I remember when it was just the drama and everything going on with the Jason Love, Lena the Plug initial collaboration. I mean, it was huge. It was huge news. I will say they did go very viral. Now she done did it again and it was a fart in the wind.
Guess who I'm shooting with today, guys?
No one cared. Somebody had to pay somebody to rent a whole
Yeah, I saw that, but nobody really cared for real.
yacht for a couple hours. Here she is doing memes and this goofy thing, he's nowhere to be found. He's probably holding the camera. It is just depraved and debauched, and I just need to take a stand. I mean, I just got to say it again. It is just nasty, and that is not normal, and that's
He's probably holding the camera. It's crazy.
acceptable, and I am shaming. Okay, this over here we can't shame. I'm shaming it. Because, among many other things, where's the line between coercion and I really want to do this and not? I've talked about this many times, but if you have a whole production team, a whole family, everybody's like actually depending on you to make this money, to pay these bills, to pay this set, to pay these staff, you got to do this. So like, does Lena the Plug really have the option to be like, you know what, actually, I just got this like weird kind of shiver feeling about this and I don't want to do it. Can I get on the dinghy and leave?
Can I get on the dinghy and leave? Is crazy work.
But then if ever she's trying to sue somebody, maybe her husband or something, or in a custody battle, trying to show he's going to be able to say, well, she was a willing participant. I wasn't even on that boat or whatever. It's like, y'all know, we got to start drawing lines. I'm seeing this come up in the Diddy trial as well. He's going broke. And he says, but not the Corn podcast. And then as I've alluded to, just, a few days ago, maybe just a couple weeks ago, might even just been a few days ago, she's out here with Jason Love again. Now, they have been out here bragging about how much money that first one made. And if you're Adam Grant Mason...
I mean, I guess it's somebody who cares to see it, but do we care about the fact that Jason Love is continuously getting smacked by Adam's wife?
Your God, your most important thing, your priority in the world is getting money. By any degenerate means necessary, the whole thing could be a humiliation journey. As long as its bank account number go up. That's it. That's God to him. Bank account number go up. That's it. There's nothing else that matters. And he's been telling us this for a long time. His own wife, his asset, she has been on before saying they split everything 50-50. What? She pushed out this ugly man's offspring. She has to be the one to go.
Oh, come on, BJ. Don't talk about the baby now. We won't talk bad about the baby now. Don't talk about the baby now. Not the baby.
Out here and do these collaborations. She has to be the one to really carry the team. Because again, she's out here getting surgery. She's getting lifted. She's getting nipped and tucked. What's he doing? He can't even pluck that one stray hair on his face. It's 50-50. What? So, okay, there's all these warning signs. But then, once that comes out, their collaboration, of course, it makes a little bit of a splash. No one really cares anymore.
Her collaboration, I love her accent, bro. I love her accent. You can say whatever you want about her. I don't give a damn. Don't talk bad about BJ Investigates in my chat, because I love her accent.
It's just like, we all know you're degenerate. People are clowning him again or whatever, and he says, I can't even say it, actually. I'll put it up. He says, yeah, you blank that blank till I'm not broke anymore. So now the part that we were all kind of like, the quiet part is it's out loud now, and he's admitting it. He says glizzle, the glizzle or something. I don't know. That might be a curse word. It's a Vlad TV article talking about No Jumper going broke, and Lena the Plug just did a new. It's kind of shady because DJ Vlad kind of acts like he's Adam's friend, but this is a very shady article. I don't know if he's the one writing them, but it's like Lena the Plug out here doing it again with Jason Love. This comes in the wake of recent well-known financial concerns of the channel or whatever. It says her husband, No Jumper founder ADAM22, appears to be fully supportive. On a teaser posted June 2nd, Adam commented, quote, go blank that blank until I'm not broke anymore. 3 exclamation points, 2 clap hands. So like, Like, he's like not even trying to pretend he's not a plump, if you know what I mean, in my opinion.
Bro, this is Barnacle, yes. Barnacles.
Innocent until proven guilty. The Vlad TV article is like a tongue-in-cheek nod to both the video and his current financial struggles. Adam recently opened up about the state of No Jumper in a candid YouTube video, revealing that the platform has hit hard financial times. Among the setbacks, the sudden removal. This is such a victory lap for Vlad. He is a shady. The sudden removal of No Jumper's Instagram page, which had no prior strikes. So his Instagram got deleted. It's giving the same energy as when Mark Late has to come apologize for or explain something. Or like the time Travis Scott apologized for Astroworld. It's like,
Yeah, but I don't believe that Travis Scott was at fault for the Astroworld thing. But, you know, I get it though.
We're broke, but not my corn channel. Everybody, okay, anyway, and then, as if all that's not bad enough, we're mid-spiral, we're at the peak spiral. I mean, I don't know how long it can even go on. CoffeeZilla makes a video saying, basically, Adam22 16 Gray Mason did the same thing to him that he did to me, which is use his, or collaborate to use somebody else's platform to put out an explanation for something that doesn't explain anything. He is saying he was just doing a fun joke. It was funny and it was a joke that the crypto coin, the meme coin that he advertised made people lose money. He said, I thought it was obvious.
Coffee kind of said he warned you. Were you not concerned when he said that?
I mean, to me, it was just...
To me, man, it was just a joke. I wasn't really sure, man. You know, the joke was joking, and then the joke didn't continue to joke anymore, then... Oh, man, yeah, the joke.
Like a joke?
It was a joke. I got paid hundreds of thousands of dollars for, according to Adam22.
Ad deal type thing. I do ad deals all the time for like, thousands of dollars. Why would I not do something for hundreds of thousands of dollars? Same level of weight as when I do an ad for a fantasy sports thing. I feel like every single person that watches my content knows that I don't play fantasy sports. I felt like, in the past I was doing ads for something that was like a vape, but it's flavored air.
Anyone who watches these ads knows that they get it. They know I don't actually, I'm just doing it for the bag. I don't actually inhale flavored air, and I'm trying to sell y'all that.
And I feel like every single person who watches...
I actually don't inhale what will unalive you guys, but I'm trying to get you guys to do it for my own... Right. Barnacles.
That ad gets it. That... I don't know what the am I using a device to inhale flavored air? I'm going to be honest with you. No, I'm not.
It's like, whoa, either he really thinks that, he needs a brain scan, or he's just that good at like lying right in people's face, because that is like admitting to defrauding people, in my opinion. CoffeeZilla makes this video and he reminds everybody what he already said a long time ago. Adam 1622 Graham Mason, I'm paraphrasing here, is scamming people with this meme coin, and it needs to stop. And I tried to warn Adam22 16 Graham Mason. He didn't listen to me. Well, then sure enough, people lose money, and here come CoffeeZilla again with the screenshots. It's screenshots. He saved them. Screenshots. And it's CoffeeZilla saying, hey, basically this is a scam. This never ever works. And Adam's like, yeah, but how else am I gonna pay for my whatever bullshit he said? And CoffeeZilla's like, no, dude, I don't think you understand. Like, this is serious. This is federal. This is serious.
Here's the quotes here. Real talk, you shouldn't run a coin. It's lame and you're going to get scammed. You're going to scam or get scammed. He says, how am I going to afford all this Galaxy gas? Then I told him these snipers were planning to already snipe the coin.
How am I going to afford the Galaxy gas? Barnacles. If that's all you're worth to Adam is Galaxy gas, let me know how you feel about that in the comments.
Quote, people are literally plotting to snipe the coin, make a bundle off someone who doesn't know any better. So this is all pre him actually doing it. Now he's saying, oh, I didn't know. Nobody told me. CoffeeZilla's a grifter for covering the fact that I did it anyways.
So there's a knowledge. And then Adam's out here. I don't know. Did he fractal? Did he factal? Did he split? Did he get amnesia? Does he have brain damage? Or is he just really good at lying? Because he's like, how was I supposed to know that the people were going to lose money? They should have known. They should have not bought that. He got paid $100,000 or however much, and he's saying the people that he advertised something to should have known. Now, I mean, they probably should have known. But another thing Adam is saying is he had no idea this could happen. I didn't realize it was going to be like one of those things that CoffeeZilla is always talking about.
And I also had no idea about any sort of nefarious intent. People are saying that this was a rug pull. I didn't know. I didn't realize that this was going to be the same type of thing that I've watched so many CoffeeZilla videos.
And it's like, camera cut.
It's pretty much the same thing he told you was going to be. You just didn't want it to be that.
To CoffeeZilla. With the screenshot he's been showing people multiple times.
I told you. This is the thing. This is what kills me. Is people, when I come to them, they go, oh, I had no idea. If I had known, I would have never done it, right? They say, if you had only warned me, Steven, if only you had told me before, I just wish I had known better. This guy knew better.
And I think, you know, that leads me to my final point here. The state of the no jumper set is cause of concern. Cause for concern. It always kind of looked like the in-school suspension room at Port Allen High School. It's like cinder blocks that's been painted over for so many decades that it's like
the in-school suspension room is sick, bro.
Thick extra layer of paint and random pencil drawings of, like, you know, a phallus or something. Every so often they'll run through and paint. Mr. Johnson's sitting right there. Coach Johnson is sitting right there up at the top on the desk looking in your cubicle. That's what the no jumper set has always kind of given me that vibe. I'm in school suspension at Port Allen High School, and they telling me don't put stickers up nowhere and make it pretty because you're not allowed to do that. And the school to prison pipeline.
Don't put stickers up to make it pretty because you're not allowed to do that is crazy. And I love that this white girl is speaking on this prison, the school to prison pipeline. That's right, white girl. That's right, white girl. That's right, white girl. You feel me?
So, okay, I've also always kind of gotten like a little bit of like a Wayfair furniture vibe from the set. Like, it's always been a bit low budget for what it is. And then we kind of started to see them venturing into this like black and white swirly letters stuff, which feels like, you know, who needs a substance? Who needs a substance? You just look at that wall. Like 4K on your TV real bright, it is hard to look at. But lately I've noticed the set.
I said, who needs a substance? Yo, this is sick.
Is beyond low budget. It is crusted. It is, dare I say, busted. Whew. Look at this. It feels like that must be what it looks like inside Adam's mind. If we could do like a translation. I think you can tell a lot from a person by what they choose as their YouTube background. I mean, it's like a very small area. And this man, it reminds me of something maybe Dahlia Takali would have made in a time where she wasn't doing her best, in a time where she was really suffering against people that were trying to, you know, when she was saying anybody can make shit up. It reminds me of that in the set. It reminds me of worst time.
Hey, she said that they just need overall new decor, bro. She's on your interior designer, bro. Right now, she's on your interior designer's head.
It reminds me of, you know, going backwards, recessions. It reminds me of depressions. The ice cream machine at McDonald's could do better. It's confusing. You know, the only explanations that I could think of here to explain this crusted, dusted set, and I'm talking like, also, why does Poetic Jala even use a microphone? He puts it down here and he screams and it's echoing in the room. They need to put acoustic panels. They need so much work on that set, and it's like going back. It's backsliding. And I'm going to say it's the curse of coming after that surprise witness. Queen of YouTube, God's favorite. That's all I really have for today. In the meantime, facts ain't defamation, and neither are curses. Love you, mean it. Okay, bye.
All right, man, and that's that. We up out here to the next one. Y'all know the deal. Red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest. The white girl just came in here cooking. We out of here to the next one. Free Avenue Angel till he's free.
We go.
We go.